And now we're going to cover the regulation for visual line of sight. And that's mean when you're flying with your drone, you have to see your drone. You can't fly behind any objects, you can't fly from out of your visual line of sight. I mean, you will have to maintenance all the times visual line of sight with your drone. And there is a guidance from EASA how to calculate your visual line of sight with your drone. And the formula looks like this. First, you have to calculate your altitude line of sight. It means maximum distance from as a drone operator. You can define orientation and position of your drone. The second, you have to calculate detection line of sight. That means maximum distance from as a drone operator. You can detect all the unnamed aircraft to avoid any collision. And now, after you calculate these two values, now you can define what is your visual line of sight. One of the lower value, if the altitude line of sight is the smaller, then that's your visual line of sight. Or if your detection line of sight is smaller, that's your visual line of sight. And just remember, this is only the guideline from EASA, that's not actual regulation. And from that calculation, you can say the Mini 4 Pro has got approximately 150 meters visual line of sight. The Air 3S is approximately 183 meters. And the Mavic 3 Pro is approximately 220 meters visual line of sight. And there is a two exception when visual line of sight is not strictly applied. And the first one is when you're using the follow me mode with the drones with a classification label C0 or C1. That's legally you can fly the drone without maintenance visual line of sight by using the follow me mode in the C0 or C1 drones with a classification label. If you want to use the follow me mode with a different drone classification label, for example C2, that will require from you to maintenance visual line of sight. And with your drone, that means you will have to watch your drone all the time when you are using the follow me mode. Second exception is to fly an FPV drone with the goggles. For that, you require to have observer, the person who maintains visual line of sight for you. The observer required to be next to you in case of any danger. He can easily communicate with you, he can give you any information, and obviously the observer required to keep maintenance visual line of sight with the drone at all time. An observer doesn't require to be registered as a drone operator, as you are still drone operator and you're taking all the responsibility for your flight. And in open category, you're not allowed to fly FPV drones with the goggles beyond the visual line of sight, and you're not allowed to fly without having any observer, without having a person who is going to maintain visual line of sight for you. And remember, in open category, you're not allowed to fly beyond visual line of sight. You are required to always maintain visual line of sight. If you're required to fly beyond the visual line of sight, then you will fall in a specified category. And this will require from you to have some additional training, some additional qualification, some authorization. And if you want to check any other drones regulation in the EU for open category, browse my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.